Right, you guys make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure if you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Bro, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. And yeah. Listen, I hate this club. I hate this club with a passion, man. I hate this club so much. But welcome back to weekly transfer review. I nearly forgot to do this week, but this is kind of like the weekly transfer review. Obviously, we do transfer reviews on a weekly of what West Ham have done this week. And I don't want to hear nothing about the transfer window's closed. The transfer window is closed in terms of concluding registration for deals. You can still do deals. You can still buy players. You can still talk to teams. Like how you can when there's not a transfer window on a usual basis. A bit like how Man City got Haaland in like April or some shit. Like, it's very basic stuff. This is common sense, people. This is common sense. I hate this club with a passion. And the reason why I hate this club with a passion is because West Ham do nonsense like this. So, according to ex-West Ham employee, West Ham want to do a loan to buy in terms of goalkeepers. Now, you see the reason why this is so stupid as well. West Ham haven't spent any money yet, but West Ham are trying to stand on 2 feet. On the fact that, West Ham needs to, like, sell to buy. West Ham don't need to sell to buy. West Ham want to sell to buy. It's not like if West Ham bought a player tomorrow that we would get a 10 points deduction. And by the way, if we got a points deduction anyway, it'll just finish us off. We're going to be visiting the Den, Ewood Park, Loftus Road. What the hell is it? The KC Stadium, whatever Hull City Stadium was called. Hillsborough, Bramall Lane if they don't get promoted. If Sheffield United don't get promoted. I forgot Bristol City's. Carrow Road. The Hawthorns. Get used to those stadium names. Because we haven't bought anyone yet, and these men are trying to do West Ham needs a loan to buy. For Petrovic and Ramsdale, by the way. What, you think Southampton are going to accept money from next season then? You think Chelsea are going to accept money for next season after Petrovic just had a great season at Strasbourg? I like Petrovic. I think West Ham should get Petrovic. He seems to be the guy that's been exiled out of Chelsea, and Petrovic, cool, he wants to leave and all of that stuff. But, like, go get him then. The smart club would have got him tomorrow. Like, if this was Brentford, if this was Brighton, if this was Bournemouth, if this was Aston Villa, if this was Newcastle, and one of their targets says, I want to leave the current club I'm at, the here we go would be now. The medical would be on Monday. There's no excuse to not do this. Why can't West Ham do this? It's not like we're physically incapable of doing it. It's because West Ham don't want to do it. West Ham don't care about anything. West Ham are back to where they are a couple of seasons ago. Well, back to where we've always been under this ownership, and that's just relegation to mid-table mediocrity. Like, the maximum, I'd say, the highest West Ham could finish next season is like 16th. The highest. That's probably the highest West Ham can finish next season. I don't think there's a manager that can save this midfield. I don't think Graham Potter's going to do a good job with the players he's had here already, because he doesn't want half of them anyway, given his team selections. Are West Ham going to sign a replacement that's good enough to replace Emerson? Are West Ham going to include the youth like they've promised? Like, is Graham Potter actually going to include some of these youth players? Are any of these players going to leave that I actually want to leave? I don't care if it's June the 14th. I'm like this no matter the regime, no matter where this club is at structure-wise. I am like this every season. Impatient, but also rightfully so impatient. If you are blaming me for being impatient this year, you just stop. Just stop. Just watch a different sport. Don't watch football again. Unsubscribe and leave a dislike on the video if you think I'm impatient for no reason. Because we saw last year, yeah, we got 5 deals done in 2 weeks. But before that 5 deals, it took a long time from the Kilman deal to I think the next person we signed was Somerville. I think it was a couple weeks or some shit, or a week and a half. And that was not a good enough gap. We needed to sign players quicker than that. But guess what? We did. We signed 5 players in 2 weeks. I would take that any day. I would take that any day. Around the time where we signed, what was it, Somerville, Fulkirk, Rodriguez, etc., there was here we goes flying all over the place. We're not going to see one. We'd be lucky to see 2 this summer. 2 here we goes. 2 here we goes. 2 ex-West Ham employee ticks. What is the point in being emotionally invested in this transfer window when these men are looking at goalkeepers first, which, yes, we need a goalkeeper. Yes, we do. We need a player in nearly every position. But where are the midfield links? The strong midfield links? Why are we only linked to Hayden Hackney via Jacob Steinberg? Why are we only linked to Keenan Dewsbury Hall? Now, Dewsbury Hall wouldn't be a bad signing if we had got like 3 other good, decent midfielders. I don't think Dewsbury Hall is a bad player. I watched this guy at Leicester. I think he could do good for the teams just below Chelsea and the Big Six, etc. But not Dewsbury Hall on his own, because that would have made a bloody difference with the midfielders that we have already. We literally had Soler right there, bro. Like, we're not going at any midfielder that's better than him. Like, he was technical. Never played in this fucking position, but he was technical. What is the point? What is the point of this club? Do I have to scream and shout every single day when it's sunny outside? My Mac is steaming up from streaming and doing videos and stuff. I don't want to be doing videos and streaming when when the sun is out because my Mac is steaming up and I sweat when I'm doing this shit. Like, I'm wearing a hoodie right now just for the video because there's no top near me unless I'd have to take a top off the wall, bruv. Like, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered for this season, man. I can't be bothered for the summer. I can't be bothered for pre-season. I can't be bothered for next season. I can't be bothered for the season after that. I can't be bothered for January. I don't care. I don't care about this sport anymore. And what I mean I don't care is that I have no hope. I have no hope when it comes to this club. West Ham are linked. West Ham are interested. West Ham are intrigued. Fuck off, man. This club's gonna stress me out. This club's gonna stress me out because, like, where's the Kyle Walker-Peters signing? That's a free. That's a free. We should be having a free run at that. Kyle Walker-Peters. That should be a West Ham signing right now. If you're not going to get Trey Hume, Walker-Peters, that'll be a good competition for Wan-Bissaka, and he's a free signing. It's a good for a free signing. That'll be fine. He's homegrown as well, so he can take up a homegrown place. Then you can sell James Ward-Prowse. That'll take up your homegrown place. Where's the centre-back signings? Where's the centre-back sales? Where's the left-back links after Emerson's leaving? Where's the winger links? Where's the midfielder links apart from Dewsbury Hall? Where's the striker links apart from the Saint Etienne guy who West Ham apparently were trying to make a move for and haven't made a single move since we've been linked? We're not going to sign none of these players that we're linked with. What's the point? What is the point of this window, man? Anyway, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Social media is in the description if you want to follow me. We're live at 11 for pro clubs. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.